that was tough. And I was sitting there with my mom, and the doctor then asked if I would consider donating Ben's organs. And I said, yeah, absolutely. I didn't hesitate because in 1982, when my brother died, he was one of the very first people in the state of Minnesota to donate organs, and he donated his eyes and kidneys. We were one of the very first families in the state of Minnesota to agree to organ donation. And so here was 27 years later, and my mother is hearing almost the same. She's almost sitting in the same scenario as she was with her own son all those years before that. My initial reaction was, yes, absolutely. No, I will agree to that. But I was angry. Eh, I was angry. I said, how can God do this to two mothers in the same family? And I picked up a box of tissue and threw it across the room because I believe that my brother's death helped prepare me for my son's death. And I was literally sitting there with my mother in an oversized chair, and our legs were touching. And when the doctor gave us that news, we both have tears streaming down our face. And for a fleeting moment, it was all about me. And then, I feel my mom next to me and look over at her and see the tears streaming down her face and realize she's now losing a grandson in addition to losing her son. And I knew in that moment, two things. Number one, it was not just about me. There were a lot of other people who were going to feel this loss. And number two, my mother was the picture of survival sitting right next to me. She had survived 27 years. And here I am at not even day one, but minute one. So that was a blessing. I call that a blessing. I don't call it a curse. I call it a blessing because God put her right next to me in that moment, and still to this day.